I've recently become obsessed with YouTube channels that... Ooh, that? YouTubers who? YouTube channels that? YouTube channels that review movies, or rather, criticize them. People like the Nostalgia Critic and Cinema Sins and Honest Trailers, or Screen Junkies, rather. So I'm going to review a movie. Well, not a whole movie, because I'm at the beach. But I will review a part of a movie. In the movie, they have this, some people have this belief that mutants are bad, like a racist belief against mutants. And a lot of these people are like senators and rich people and stuff. So, they begin development of a cure to cure mutation, which I'll get to that later. And they believe, giving to these mutants, like Wolverine and Cyclops and stuff, will make them not mutants anymore. The senators begin proposing a bill that will outlaw mutants, forcing all of them to undergo the cure, which is the injections that they give to, as I just said a second ago. They'll make it illegal to be a mutant. There is a huge plot hole in that, being that is literally impossible. I'm not saying that the bill wouldn't pass, because apparently a lot of people were for it in the Senate and House of Representatives. I mean that it is literally impossible. Mutation is the changing in structure of a gene that results in a change to the organism that might be passed down to successive generations. Mutation is what causes, furthers evolution. As it says in the beginning of the movie, it states that is the method of progression of evolution. Mutating, changing in the genes, it will be passed down to the successive generations, changing them. That's how I'm resulting in being a human, how a rat is resulting in being a rat, how the grass behind me resulted in being grass, and not single-celled organisms. Everything that has ever been alive, since the first thing that ever qualified as being alive, was a result of the mutation of another thing. Meaning that by creating this bill, they are outlawing everything alive. What do they think they were going to use for the base for this? Humans? Homo sapiens sapien, which is the modern human that you look in the mirror and see, is just a mutation of Homo sapien neanderthalis, which in turn was a mutation of Homo erectus, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, this bill makes no sense. The worst part is it's not even a result of the senators and congressmen's lack of knowledge on evolution and mutation. It would have had to have been the collaborative efforts of dozens, if not hundreds, of scientists who had studied the topic their entire life, none of whom apparently decided to tell the politicians that they were working for that during the development of the cure, whatever that means, whatever this cure is, that what they were saying was impossible, that it didn't make any sense. Not that politicians listen to scientists anyhow, but it at least could have taught them to word it correctly as to not make it impossible. It is, for example, it is true that my flat feet are a much lesser degree of mutation from a regular human than Wolverine's claws or laser eyes of, what's his name? But he could have mentioned the severity of mutation. Another thing that I found interesting was that if somebody were to develop something that could restore somebody to a regular human, whatever that is, then wouldn't you logically use that for something other than discrimination? I mean, think of the possibilities of that. Cancer is a mutation. You could give that to cancer patients, and they would no longer have cancer because it would eliminate the mutation within their body. I don't know how that would work, though. I mean, I'm not a genealogist or anything, so. Genealogists don't study genes, Quentin.
Actually, they do, just not the way you're thinking.
I'm back. Yay. Anyway. Get this done tonight. The implications of having something that could restore someone to a regular human again, returning them to... I don't even know. What was I doing before? The X-Men thing. The X-Men thing. Anyway, what they're doing is... The bill is impossible. Its wording is unlikely for how it would have come to be. And the cure is being used for terrible, stupid things, which actually doesn't surprise me that much, now that I think about it. And that's my problem with the X-Men movie. Whatever.
End screen.
Check it, legit end screen this time. Anyway, sorry about the watermark. Sorry if this video is late. I hope you at least learned something from this, because, cover the important stuff here. Chloe, I loved your video on Thursday, and hope you enjoyed the song, and I will see you on Thursday.
Yeah, the deep-sea anglerfish have no reason to be happy, but it has no freaking idea what else to be. The deep-sea dwelling anglerfish never has to find